You know, Dana, we talk about this all the time. Now more than ever, people are using apps to help them navigate Las Vegas.
Definitely. I can't live without it.
And we have one that covers it all. The best part about it, it is free. Download the VegasNearMe app on the Google Play and in the Apple App Store. But be sure to use the link down in our show notes to download it to your phone now.
Figure out where to park, how much it costs, get full detailed maps of all our hotel casinos, book a restaurant or an Uber. You're also going to find restaurant coupons, sightseeing tour deals, and more. A free app, and it could save you money. We love that. If it's fun to do or see, it's on Vegas Near Me.
It is episode 260 of Vegas Revealed, and Carrot Top is celebrating 40 years in comedy with a ticket special for you.
And Netflix Bites is open over at MGM Grand.
The iconic sphere emoji officially has a name.
And get ready to ride. North America's largest Formula One attraction opens here in Las Vegas.
Mandalay Bay is hosting a songwriter festival, too. We have all the details and so much more coming up now on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. It is episode 260. I'm Sean McAllister, along with Dana Roselli, right here in Las Vegas.
That's right. It has been a while, and we apologize. Last week we didn't do a show, and we feel like we need to explain ourselves because we always say every week we do a show. We only skip like 1 week a year, and that's around the holiday. But we did recently skip a show, and my dad passed away, and I've been in New York back and forth a lot over the last 2.5 months. And I had to go home for 2.5 weeks, take care of my mom, do the services. Sean came in, which was wonderful, that my co-host and business partner came in to support me. So we've been, trying our best to stay on top of Vegas things. But as you know, if you have lost a parent, it's something that you never expect, leaves a big hole in your heart. It's been definitely very difficult. There's also a lot of people who know what it's like to feel like, I don't know if I'm prepared for when that happens. And, you're never prepared. And it's been a lot. We've gotten through it, but I am back. I am in the saddle and I'm feeling the love from everyone. So I appreciate all the support for anyone who knew. I've kept a little private about it, but I've kind of put it out there recently just to let people know where I've been.
Yeah. And as always, our thoughts, prayers are with you, and we're glad to have you back.
And Pat Roselli is my dad's name. He was our biggest fan.
He was.
He wore his Vegas Revealed merch like a proud dad, and I took his sweatshirt with me. I have it here in Las Vegas because he wore it all the time, and I kept saying, how do you keep that in such good shape? Because, he wore it all the time. He'd wash it, and I was like, that logo stays on real nice. That's a good quality sweatshirt. And he'd say, oh, yeah.
I love that Dad dipped into the Vegas Revealed merch store and got that sweatshirt.
He sure did.
I love that.
Did. Well, I have certainly been out of the Vegas loop, which reminded me, have we mentioned the new Vegas loop stop at the Westgate? I can't remember if we did that. I know we did it in the TV show recently, but I don't know if we did it on the audio podcast. But anyway, quick reminder for everyone that there is a new Vegas loop stop at the Westgate. That is in addition to the one at Resorts World and Convention Center. That is the Boring Company's, underground tunnel system that they've started and is going to expand, to all the hotel casinos, the airport, downtown.
But we are only at stop number 3 currently. So there's a long way to go before this tunnel transportation system is fully built out and, really making an impact on moving people around.
Right. But, it'll be helpful for the north end of the strip. We did get a question on our YouTube page because we posted our latest television show, which had the Vegas Loop story in it. And if you want to see that, you can go to our YouTube channel. But somebody had asked, is it just for conventioneers or can anyone use the Vegas Loop? And no, anybody can use the Vegas Loop. It's really simple. We used the one from Resorts World to Convention Center once, and you go down, you grab a quick ticket, very affordable. I don't know the ticket price off the top of my head, but it was a couple bucks or something.
Yeah, I think even once everything is built out, I was looking at the website and they're saying, at least at this point, $12 is going to be the most expensive ticket.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's at this point. I mean, who knows? It could all change.
Right. As everything keeps going
As
up.
everything keeps going up.
But yeah, we'll have a couple different stops, and you grab it. There's a car that you get right in, and it takes you through the loop. So pretty simple, and it's not for anyone specific. Any person is allowed to use it.
And we appreciate getting questions like that. We love to give answers when you have Vegas-related questions. And just a reminder, you can go down in our show notes and you can text questions to us anytime you want. Just click the link that we have down there, and it'll bring up a screen where you can just type in your message. It comes right to both Dana and me, and we will answer those questions on the next audio podcast.
I don't know. When it's done, it's going to be pretty incredible. And I think a lot of times we sit here and we go, how is that going to move so many people with just a car, at a time? But I'm interested to see how it all works. So, I'm sure the numbers don't lie. You can't come up with that if you don't have a plan. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see.
Well, and once it is all up and running, that could become another iconic fixture of Las Vegas, much like the Sphere has become since it was built and opened up just behind the Venetian Resort. And one of our favorite things that we see on the outside, on the exosphere, are those emojis.
Right.
Because they have them for just about every occasion, every morning, night, warm, cold. There's lots of emojis that we see.
Oh my gosh. It rings in the new year. We see all the pictures. I'm sure people have seen it of like when folks are golfing at the Wynn Golf Course.
Yes.
The emojis making faces. People fly by in helicopters and planes and get the emoji looking at them. He drinks coffee. Well, I say he. I don't know. It drinks coffee and puts its winter sweater on to be warm. It sweats in the summer.
It puts on sunglasses, the really cool ones, and watches the F1 cars zip around it.
And then also gets the tan lines around its eyes when it takes the sunglasses off.
Does.
Oh my God. It's just too fun. There's Valentine's Day. So anyway, it officially has a name. And it's a cute name, I think.
It is.
Orby.
Orby, welcome. We loved you even before you had a name.
And for this big debut, the emoji had a little "Hello, my name is" sticker on it that said, "Hello, my name is Orby." So Orby has officially been introduced on the exosphere, and the whole world has welcomed Orby. And now you can even get Orby merch. They have opened this e-commerce site, and you can go to shop.thesphere.com if you want some Orby merch to go along with your day.
I like Orby's name.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's cute.
And you know what else I like? That they didn't hold like a public poll to decide what Orby's name was going to be. They just came up with a name and stuck with it.
Hey, but talking about voting, just FYI, if you do love everything Sphere and you want to take part in the student design contest voting, they are doing that right now. The second annual Sphere Exo Student Design Challenge is up to a vote. So if you'd like to go look at some of the designs, it's thesphere.com/vote, and you can vote worldwide. So you can just go on the website, anybody around the world, and you have to vote now through Monday, March 24th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So they have great designs.
They really do. And if you're not familiar with this contest, Sphere has partnered with the Clark County School District, UNLV, with a whole bunch of different students, different age ranges here in Southern Nevada. They're provided with some really cool cutting edge technology, some VR goggles, all the software that you need in order to design something for the exosphere. And they're given this opportunity to come up with their own unique artwork that is entered into this contest. And so that's what you're voting on, which is an incredible opportunity for students who are into art and design and digital technology. So that it's a really neat partnership, and I love that it came back for a second year.
Yeah, and it's all in conjunction with Earth Day, so that's kind of the theme. So, yeah, get on there and vote and have some fun. Hey, you went over to check out Netflix Bites while I was gone, and this is a new experience, a 1-year culinary residency over at MGM Grand. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is really neat. So you sit at home on your couch, binging all your favorite Netflix shows, and now you can go over to MGM Grand and experience them in a whole new way on your plate. They have
so how does this work?
a bunch of different menu items that are inspired by some of the most popular shows on Netflix, whether it's Bridgerton, Squid Games, Love is Blind. They have some cocktails that are inspired by Love is Blind.
Did they use those glasses? Are they using okay, so when you watch Love is Blind, they use these annoying glasses that everyone comments on social media, and they're like these thick aluminum glasses so you can't see what's in the cup.
Oh, well,
I feel like they probably have those. Maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't
anyway.
have one of the drinks.
Okay.
But they said that the Love is Blind cocktail is like one of the most popular things at the bar.
Okay. We'll have to check that out.
But for Bridgerton, there's a tea service. It really is a neat partnership with MGM Grand and Netflix. And like you said, Dana, I did stop over there and got all the details. Okay, so Netflix Bites is now open here at MGM Grand. How did this partnership come about?
Well, we are the entertainment authority, and to partner with Netflix, which is a great brand, lots of great different shows that we could connect with, it really was just an easy knock out of the park kind of partnership.
And what was the conversation? Was it MGM going to Netflix, or did Netflix say, hey, we've got this great activation, are you interested?
Well, actually, Netflix had a Netflix a Netflix restaurant in LA. And so when we found out about that partnership, it was kind of between the two of us to kind of meet in the middle. We thought it would be great to bring them here, and they thought it would be great to be here.
And obviously for the Vegas audience, this is about as exciting as people can get. They watch these shows at home, and then they come to Vegas and eat and experience the shows.
Well, that's actually been the most fun part about this is as we opened last week, people are actually coming in and they're seeing all the pictures, they're seeing all the different shows that are listed on the menu, and they're fully connected and just on board immediately.
And have there been favorites on the menu that have started to stand out even this early on?
Well, that's what I wanted to show you today. One of our biggest standouts is the red bite, green bite, and that's a feature from Squid Games, and it actually has young Lee, who's the little doll that turns around and stops during the red light, green light game. People are loving it, and the smiles on their faces when they see it, it's been just a home run.
So this is interactive dining.
100%. And I think that in Vegas, that's what people expect. They expect an experience, not just great food, not just great service. They want to be able to put something on the table that they can Instagram, that they can showcase to their friends back home.
And what shows are represented on the menu here?
There are a lot of shows. I just mentioned Squid Games, but House of Cards, House of Usher. We also have WWE, which people really love, our smash burger right now. One Piece is a big one, too. There are so many shows that actually learning the brands were a lot of fun for us because Netflix gave our staff free Netflix memberships so we could all learn about the shows.
That's a pretty good perk.
It was. And actually our staff really enjoyed learning about it, and they're the ones who are having the most fun too.
And is there, now that the staff is being completely engrossed in all Netflix productions, is there some brainstorming going on to come up with new concepts too?
I think that's what has been most fun about this, is that it's not just what we're doing today, it's what we're going to do next month or the following month, is what else can we bring to the table? Because we've gotten so creative in this partnership, there's so much more opportunity, and we're really looking forward to it.
And I have to imagine Bridgerton is in the mix too somewhere.
So that's what's fun about Bridgerton too. So we do have this afternoon tea, which we do at night as well. But we have full tea service. We've got macaroons. We've got the sandwiches for you as well. I think guests are really going to like that. And we're actually going to see if guests will come dressed up as Bridgerton. And that's going to be fun too because you will totally be welcome to do that.
So that's encouraged.
100%. Like any costumes you have. We did have a night where we brought in some of the guards from Squid Games, and they had the pink uniforms, and that was really fun, and the pictures were just incredible.
I love that. What's been your favorite on the menu?
Well, I really like the tacos that have been on our menu too, but I think the whole tasting experience, and we do with Chef David Chang, we do a whole series with his dinner, with some of his steaks and some of his chicken, so that stuff has been really fun for us too.
And what's been the reaction from guests who have come in and interacted and dined?
Well, actually, from the minute you walk into the building and you see the big lips that say Netflix Bites on it, it's just that awe experience. I think some people thought it was a Netflix museum at first and didn't realize it was a restaurant, but it's a full restaurant. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is really nice too, and we're open late on Friday and Saturday. So the guest reaction has just been super warm and welcoming, and they're having a lot of fun.
And we'll be having this on a TV show, but what does it look like inside?
I mean, it is bright orange and pink, and it is a colorful place.
So it's very Vegas.
Very Vegas. When you walk into the casino from the MGM Grand Lobby, you're kind of staring straight at Netflix Bites.
Okay.
So you come into the casino, it's just a straight shot ahead of you, and you pop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yeah, what a great new attraction for MGM Grand. I love that. Hey, they are making use of the Formula One area outside of race time. I love this. North America's largest Formula One attraction opening here in Las Vegas on March 29th. We kind of told you about this way back, but it's a partnership with Round Room Live, and it's set within the 39-acre Grand Prix Plaza. And it features 3 different ticketed attractions. And I think this is a great idea to make use of that area they basically had to build up, the building and everything.
Well, this is the one permanent part of the Formula One track. Obviously, we know every fall, we hear a lot about it. The track gets set up, and then before the new year, it's torn back down again, and there's a lot that's said about that. But the Grand Prix Plaza is here all year round. It's a beautiful building, and now they're letting you go there for the first time in off-track hours.
Yeah, it's apparently going to have like this virtual track that looks really fun. They have an F1 karting experience. They have a store with area with elevated food and beverage offerings and much more. I mean, they've got a bunch of different things you can do. So if you just want to go hang out over there, but it is 3 ticketed attractions. So if you just want to go do one, you can.
Yes, and you can do that. You can go to grandprixplaza.com to see more about these individual attractions and to get your tickets ahead of time. It's really cool. The attraction will close for the season in late summer so that they can start preparing for the actual race with reopening dates that'll be decided down the line. But I'm excited about this. I think it's a really great use of that facility.
Yeah, but new attractions bring more people to Vegas, so love it. Hey, I didn't know Keanu Reeves was in a band. How about that? Did you?
I don't think that I did.
Well, he is, and they're coming to Fontainebleau for one performance only, April 26th at 8 p.m. It's called Dog Star. It's an alternative rock trio. And let's see, the band features guitarist and vocalist Brett Domrose, drummer Rob Malhouse, and bassist Keanu Reeves.
Huh.
Yeah, that Keanu Reeves. So they're coming to town. I love that. April 26th, if you want to go see Dog Star.
Interesting. Well done, Keanu.
Yeah.
I want to hear some of that music. I'm interested now. Hey, let's keep with the music here. Las Vegas is going to play host to one of the largest gatherings of hit songwriters that we have ever seen here. This is a really neat thing. For the first time ever, the Las Vegas Songwriters Festival is coming to Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, it's coming in August, so you've got a heads up. This event will take place, let's see, August 21st to the 24th, so end of summer. Now, I was reading about this, and I thought, what a great idea. So it's all these songwriters that are behind all these major hits from major artists, and they basically are going to do performances, live performances, and then they're going to do Q&A sessions and have storytelling sessions where people can ask questions about where did this song originate from and what was your thinking behind it and all that. I mean, what a cool thing.
It really is. And this seems like it's kind of, you know how over at Mandalay Bay they have the Nashville Unplugged series?
Well, some of those folks are part of it. I was
Yes.
reading in the press release. Yes.
And I was going to say, this is like Nashville Unplugged on a large scale.
Right. And I wonder if they had a lot to do with it and maybe even the idea and concept.
Because Nashville Unplugged is fantastic.
Yeah. That's similar where they do country songs, but it's the songwriters.
songwriters.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you get the behind the scenes stories of these big hit songs. Now they're bringing in more songwriters to take part in this festival, and we can all be there and take part in it and listen to some darn good music.
Yeah, it sounds great. So if you want more information, go to VegasSongwriters.com and you can learn more all about it, see how you can take part if you want. But I love it. I just think it's so great to, I don't know, have a gathering of, the songwriters that make so many of these hit songs happen. People don't realize. I mean, there are a lot of artists that write their own music, but there's some that need the songwriters because that's how it works. And there's a lot of, sometimes they don't get the accolade.
Yes, it's time for the songwriters to step into the spotlight and have that star moment, because a lot of times they're spending their entire career behind the scenes, and the big A-list music name gets all the credit.
Yeah.
But here in Las Vegas, it's the songwriters.
I know. And, they want to tell their story. Like, this is why I wrote this song or whatever. So, and I thought it would be perfect for so-and-so,
yes.
Keith Urban or whatever. So anyway, that'll be really cool. Hey, let's do some tips now.
Dana, you went to a restaurant that I'm envious that I was not able to go the night that you went because it looked absolutely fabulous.
This was like the one Vegas thing I snuck in the last 2.5 months. And so, yeah, I was like, haven't I talked about this already? And you were like, no. I'm like, oh gosh,
we haven't been here.
We haven't been here. So, okay. So Sorellina, I went to Sorellina, and it's a great new neighborhood Italian restaurant. It's in the southwest part of Las Vegas. Sorellina means little sister in Italian. Now it's so, first of all, I don't even know how to, it's like, it's comfortable and it feels like family, but it's also nice inside, but also cozy. It's just got such a great vibe. I really loved it. The food was great. The pasta was wonderful, but I have to talk about this signature drink I had there, Sean. It is called the Dirty Bambino. It was so incredible. Now, I love dirty martinis. You do too, right?
Oh, is this a martini?
Oh my God. Did I not tell you about this yet? Oh my gosh. It's a take on the classic dirty martini, but with house-made Parmesan infused vodka.
What?
So I'm talking, you sip this and it tastes like you're sipping a blue cheese olive. It was so good.
I almost just started drooling.
Like I was thinking,
my mouth is filling with saliva.
We need to drive there this weekend. I think I could
Uber
use
there.
a good martini. It was so good. And, I was talking to some of the owners as they were coming out, and they were like, oh yeah, like this Parmesan infused vodka, like it sits like, I don't know if she said all day or all week or whatever, infusing the flavors. It's delicious. It's wonderful. I have a little video on our Instagram if you want to go look at it.
Go for the Dirty Bambino and stay for the delicious food.
Oh my gosh. Go for the Dirty Bambino. Start with some bread. Get an appetizer. I think we had the burrata was delicious. We had some pasta. All of it was great, and I highly recommend it. Pretty lights in there, the whole nine. If you want, it's great. It's in this cute little plaza, and it's in an area that I think needs more restaurants. So I think this is wonderful. But I say if you're visiting Las Vegas, it would be definitely worth a trip from the Strip. I think it's great. It's now open for dinner 7 days a week, 5 p.m. until late.
And maybe that is an unscripted tip here, is that when you do come to Las Vegas, make sure that you get off the Strip, because we have some incredible restaurants away from the hubbub of the resort corridor. So be sure to venture out and
that's the thing,
find some of these places.
Because a lot of people will, when you go on vacation or whatever, you write someone, if you know them in the town, and say, what do the locals do? Where do the locals
go?
Yes. Yeah. And so this could, even if you put one thing on your list, it's great. Or if you return to Vegas over and over, when you want to venture out more, maybe if you're coming to Vegas for the first time ever, I get it. There's a lot to do on the Strip and you can't venture off. But we have a lot of locals that listen to the podcast too. So I definitely recommend going over there.
All right. Hey, here's a ticket deal for you that we wanted to mention. Carrot Top is doing a ticket deal, $40 tickets, because it is his 40th year in comedy.
Oh gosh, I can't believe it.
He started when he was 20. That means he's 60, Dana.
He just turned 60 in February. I don't know how that's possible. Oh my gosh.
How did Carrot Top turn 60?
I don't know. I don't know, but he's the king of props is what they call him. And let me tell you, you and I talk about this. I've seen him so many times, and every time I literally cry tears laughing.
He's hilarious.
He is so funny.
I used to watch his special. Remember when he used to do those HBO specials back in the day?
Yeah.
Like growing up, I remember watching his comedy specials.
We weren't allowed to have HBO in the Roselli household.
Oh, okay. Was that a little too
risky? We didn't have cable.
Risque?
I grew up with no cable, only the 4 channels, and we had to be outside playing, and we could only watch, what was on the 4 channels. That was enough TV. We didn't need all that extra. So anyway, no, I didn't see the comedy specials. I saw them in the AT&T commercials.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And then I wondered, what was this guy all about? And then I used to see him on a lot of the late night shows. He was always on and still is.
Oh, he was always on with Carson and
And
Leno.
All that. So anyway, he is wonderful. He's doing a ticket special because he's been in 40 years of comedy, as Sean said, $40 on select Sundays and weekdays. Now, I'm going to put a link in the show notes because it's kind of a long link to get there just to make sure you activate that special. You'll see the window pop up that'll say you're activated for the $40, and then you can browse around. So I'll put the link in. It's on the Luxor's website. But he's over at Luxor, by the way, and he's been there for such a long time. But before that, he, I think it was over at MGM Grand. And it's just so funny. He uses props and he changes the show. I mean, and the thing is, with the world today, I mean, there's always been stuff, but with the world today, in social media, how like there's a hot topic that everyone's stuck on every day. He literally incorporates it into his show.
I was just going to say, he used to come on our morning show, the morning TV show, and he would come on with a prop that he like whipped up overnight. Mm-hmm. And like you were saying, it went with whatever the big headline of the day was.
Yeah, right.
He is so smart, so witty. He comes up with these ideas that are just, I don't know. My mind doesn't think like that.
No, his does.
His does. Thank goodness.
He's a quirky
show
dude.
Because of it. Long running show.
Yeah. He's funny to follow on social media. And his name is Scott, by the way. We see him around town all the time. He loves his Sunday brunches. We see him around at Sunday brunch. And
he's great.
Yeah. I think we saw him Super Bowl too. Remember we were at Super Bowl week, and he's a lot of fun. He just was at the Keep Memory Alive gala too. I think I saw him on the red carpet there. So, hey, if you're looking for shows, go to Vegas Near Me and download the app. We have a link always in all of our social media that you can find it. It's easy to download. They are wonderful. You can search shows. You can book an Uber. You can book a hotel. You can book shows at a lot of times a great discount too.
And if you're planning a trip that's, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months down the line, you can put in the dates that you're going to be here. And not only is it going to bring up the entertainment that is available while you're here, but it'll give you like what the average temperature and what the average weather conditions are for that time.
So cool.
As well. So you can really, it's a great planning tool, and it's also something great for last minute.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're going to do a show or something, it does like, hey, here are some like restaurants near you. Like if I'm going to Carrot Top. Okay, well, great. That's at the Luxor. Okay, here's some restaurants near there. It's a really helpful app. It's free. You don't even have to put in your email, phone number, name, nothing, which is a pleasure these days. It seems like you have to always like jump through hoops to get anything started. No, download it and you're ready to go.
It's available in the Apple App Store and on Google Play. So whatever device you're using, Vegas Near Me is a fit.
All right. Hey, that was a good show. We had a lot to talk about. Listen, I'm back. Sean's back. I'm trying my best to dive into everything. It's going to be a little slow go, but Vegas is a happening place. And when you come back and you're away and you're in this different mode, it does takes a little bit to get back into it.
It does. It's overwhelming. And you have to get into a rhythm in order to like manage all of it.
I don't know if I'm ready to throw on my high heels yet, I mean, so, and the full makeup and all that I normally do when I go out, but I'm slowly getting there. I do need a haircut and an eyebrow trim.
Well, get those on your list. Check those bubbles off.
Maybe a facial, possibly some Botox, and I'll be good to go.
Ease on down that road.
Have a great week, everyone.